Hey guys, it is Cam with Craftin' Tailored. On August 23rd at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, we are doing a 5 vintage watch auction. So we're auctioning 5 vintage watches off. We're working with our awesome partner, Whatnot. I'll provide a link in the description above and below so that you guys can check out this auction. But we're basically just doing a little bit of an auction preview. Instead of just having you guys go to the site and kind of look at all the static stuff, I wanted to kind of talk about these watches individually and also kind of give you a little bit of a condition report and kind of talk about what it is that I like about each of these 5 watches that we're ultimately going to be auctioning off. So I'm going to go over the 5 watches that we've curated for this auction. Additionally, we're doing a giveaway, and I love the watch that we're doing in the giveaway. So basically what you do is you sign up through Whatnot to be a member and to participate in the auction. And then at the end of that auction, the participants in that auction are automatically entered to win the giveaway pieces. So we've got a watch that we're giving away and a couple of other cool things that we're giving away at the end of the auction. So let's dive into the 5 watches that I've selected for this auction. The first watch I'm really excited about. I'm a big fan of vintage Seiko watches, as you know, especially vintage Seiko watches in particular from the late 1960s into the 1970s. The first watch that we've got is a 1969 Seiko 5 Sports. The reference is 6106-6040. And it's a really, really cool watch. I love the bracelet on this watch. You'll see a lot of these kind of like interesting and funky like period era bracelets on the Seikos out of this era, especially the Seiko 5. Actually, the watch is in really good overall condition. You have a lot of the, case finishing from that era. The dial's in really good condition, and I love this like yellow sweep seconds hand. These typically sell between about $650 to $850 on the open market. I would say that our lot estimate for this is going to be anywhere between $400 and $600. The watch that we've got in the lineup is a brand that is kind of under the radar. It's a 1970s Weiler Tri-Sport. The reference is 1377/2-1162D. A really cool watch. We've got this oversized winding crown down here at the 4 o'clock position, a really beautiful blue dial, and then we've got this outer rotating bezel, which is kind of like a timing bezel. It's fully gradiated, and I don't think that this watch was necessarily kind of created to be a diver's watch, more of like a sports watch, if that makes sense, but really beautiful dial. We've got these black kind of like block markers, a white handset, and these kind of broad cigarette style hands. So it's kind of a cool watch because even though it's more of a dress watch, it's something that's kind of slim and it's fun, and it's kind of casual while also being a little bit more on the slim side. The asking price on these guys is typically around $650 to $850. We'll put a lot estimate, pre-sale kind of estimate on this between $600 and $800. This watch that we've got in the lineup, really, really cool heritage brand that you probably know. This is a 1944 Longines reference 22772. Really interesting watch. It's a smaller watch. I believe that this is like 32 millimeters in diameter, but even on the wrist, it doesn't wear all that small. Handsome watch because this is called this would be referred to as like a tuxedo dial because you've got that kind of two-tone dial. The thing I love about this watch is the pencil style hands, and then you also have the running seconds hand with kind of this recessed sub dial at the 6 o'clock position. So the asking price on this one is $875. I would place a conservative estimate for the Longines at probably 650, maybe even a little bit less, so 500 to 600, maybe more, but we'll see how these guys turn out. The next watch is really cool. So we've got a gold cap watch. Gold cap basically means that the watch is plated, but plating a watch basically means that a watch is electromagnetically plated. Gold cap is different because you basically have like a solid gold layer that is then capped over a different metal. In this case it would be steel, but it could be copper, it could be silver. In any case, this is a really cool watch. This is a 1970s Turnomatic 1000. The reference is 333IT. Really handsome watch, silver dial, kind of more on the dressy side. I really love that you can see the gold capping on the side of this watch, which is cool. It almost kind of wears like two-tone, but really good condition in terms of the dial and everything like that. Eterna is best known for its more sports-driven tool watches, such as the Eterna Kontiki and Super Kontiki dive watches, but the brand has produced some really interesting watches in its 165 years of existence, including some incredible time-only watches like this 1970s era Turnomatic 1000. This also does have a date complication, so it's not time only, it's time and date, but we're talking about watches without a lot of complications, if that makes sense. Really cool watch overall. I would say that these normally sell in the $750 to $850 price range. I would place a conservative estimate on this guy at probably like $450 to $500. So really interesting and handsome watch. We've got it on this nice blue strap, which I think kind of pairs nicely with the gold and silver dial. All right, so before we get into the giveaway, we actually have one of my most favorite watches in the lineup. It's this 1970s Hamilton Fountain Blue. The reference is 64047-3. Really cool watch overall. I think that the Fountain Blue is like a really interesting design from the 1970s. I'm a big fan of Swiss Hamilton watches. So, really cool about this watch is that it's kind of an icon onto itself because of the case design. It kind of is like this, I don't even know what you'd call that, like oval. I don't know. Maybe comment below what you think the shape of this is, but it's kind of this like oval, circular, kind of geometric design. I don't even know if that is like a thing, but it's definitely kind of like a unique and interesting design. It's an automatic watch, and the thing that's cool about it is it's not that thick. On the wrist, the watch presents really nicely, and it's a steel watch. It's not really a sports watch, but I would say it's kind of a watch that could be almost used like every day. I love this bracelet. This is like an NSA style bracelet, but really cool flat link bracelet. It's integrated, of course, but not integrated in the sense that you couldn't wear this on a strap. I've actually seen a couple of Fountain Blues on straps, so it is a removable bracelet, but it kind of has like this almost like integrated type of design here, and really cool like weird like W link type of like configuration. So really cool watch. In any case, yeah, that's kind of the jam on the Hamilton. I also like this little kind of like extension spring-loaded clasp, which is really fun and cool. It fits my wrist. My wrist is 6.75 inches, so I think this will fit up to probably about a 7-inch wrist, but really cool watch. These typically sell for about $1,000. I would say that this one, based on its condition, really nice, original, clean condition, is probably gonna sell for anywhere between $800 to $1,200 because there's not a ton of these out there, but really cool watch overall. Probably my favorite if I had to pick one out of the 5 that we're actually auctioning. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the watch that we're giving away. It is a really awesome watch. It is actually a military watch. It is made by this brand called Bulova. Really awesome, watch overall. This is a Bulova Mil-W381 8A, and this is a U.S. military watch. Matter of fact, on the back it says wristwatch with the, basically the reference or the spec, and then it also has the serial number, and then it basically says contract number, blah, 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 U.S. Ordnance Department. So really cool watch overall. Very cool and historically significant watch, as these were, issued to service members. I think the watch is probably 32 millimeters, but overall, really cool, beautiful watch. Hacking movement, of course, which was part of the military, specification. Very cool, like cathedral-style hands in this watch. These typically sell for about $800 to $1,000, depending on the condition. This one is in really nice original condition. You've got 24 hours also on the inside of the dial, and you've got a loomed, outer dial with this the 12 hours. But we're actually going to be giving this watch away. We actually found an original khaki strap for this, which is also kind of nice because I think it really kind of suits the watch when it's on wrist. So this is a strap that would have been kind of supplied with a watch like this, at the time of its production, and it's really cool. So this kind of has like a really cool vibe. I actually would wear this probably with some like really nice like trousers and like a nice shirt. It kind of has like a dressy vibe, but almost kind of like a, I don't know if you could say this, like an Indiana Jones or maybe Ralph Lauren kind of like vibe to it, which is really cool. So in order to enter to win this watch, basically what you have to do is be a member of Whatnot. So you can hit the link above or below and sign up and join Whatnot, and then you have to be participating in the auction. So we're obviously going to auction this off at the end. We're going to pick a winner from the participants in the auction. Whatnot has like this really cool feature where you can actually do like a giveaway, and it cycles through randomly all the attendees of that auction, or the live auction, to then select one. So it's really cool. We did one before and we had so much fun doing this that we wanted to partner with Whatnot to do this stuff in a bit of a more organized way, where we were kind of being a little bit more selective in what watches we were curating, and also just kind of passing that value on to you guys, and ultimately engaging with our fans and collectors alike. And we're also probably going to be doing more auctions, but kind of varying the stuff that we're going to be auctioning off. I wanted to kind of auction off some lower price point stuff first, just to kind of, I guess, get the juices flowing. But these are all really awesome watches, and these are things that I would add to my personal collection. So really, really awesome stuff, and I can't wait to give this away. We're also going to be giving away some watch straps and some watch rolls and that kind of stuff, maybe a couple of watch books. So really excited about the giveaway stuff as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you've got questions on any of these lots, or if you guys want any additional photos, feel free to drop us a line at info@craftandtailor.com, and be sure to check out Whatnot in the description below and in these links. And we will see you guys on the 23rd at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you guys there.